Wow, you guys have nailed me. Contacted me online, hit me on Facebook, hit me on Twitter, going, KC, dude, give us a little bit more about this whole marketing thing. So this is PK52, the Saturday morning meeting, marketing part 2. Thank you guys for your responses. Hey, I'm serious. So now you got me fired up. I was kind of fired up last week. I'm fired up today. So, okay, so what we done is we separated our cars. Hey, here's the scoop. In order to separate the cars on the lot like we talked last week, every salesperson has to look at every car, know every piece of equipment on the car in order to set them up in row. And now we're smarter when the customer comes in. They go, I'm looking for a car with this right there. Bam, right there. And you expedite them right to the car. And you're like a genius, huh? Love it when we're a genius. Some of you call it a genius, but it's funnier as genus. So let's look at something else. Okay, so let's say your dealership is mean enough to make you work on a holiday. Like 4th of July. Like there's nothing going on in your town on 4th of July that you can enjoy with your family from the morning, when the morning comes up, the sun rises till the sun sets, and then fireworks. Crazy, right? But here we are working on the weekend. Baby, if you work on a weekend and it's a 4th of July, it's a holiday, any of those things, you got to sell a car. You can't end up with a nutty. And y'all heard me say this before. I'll say it again. Been doing it for 30 years. A Mini is better than a nutty. A Sunny's better than a Mini. A Lottie's better than a Sunny, but a Mini's always better than a nutty. You might want to write that down and put it in order, huh? Color code it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to work a 4th of July minded sale right now. So we're going to break all the cars down in our inventory. I don't care if they're pre-owned, certified, or new. It doesn't matter. We're going to break them down by price. And so what we're going to do is we're going to, boom, they're going to be rows. And so when a customer comes in and say, do you realize it's a holiday, it's 4th of July, do you want to spend all day with me? And their answer is, I really didn't want to be here, but it's the only day I have to buy a car. Let's expedite, let's get you taken care of. Are you looking, where's your price point? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Be honest with me, because it's really going to help me today. Well, you know, I'll be around 21 up to maybe 23. I said, perfect, these 3 rows. And then back off. And it's crazy. They will start looking around and they'll look. And I mean, you have a Tacoma, buy a Corolla. Stupid. You got a new car, buy a used car. Dumb. But the customers go out there and start walking around. And I tell you what, we're smart enough to put a little whoop, a little something, something in the whoop, and they go, oh, what about that one? You're going to 4-pounder. And if you don't know what that means and everything, well, you're not in the car business, you shouldn't be watching my YouTube account. All right. So now they go out there and they start picking. They're never going to pick their aisle. They're never going to pick their aisle. They're going to go, what about that one over there? Go, oh, not your row. Ooh, not your row. They always pick out of the row. And then you go, you know what, are you okay being a little bit more open-minded, objective? Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a really nice car. Boom, they bumped themselves. If nothing more, they'll come right back out. But they will find them a car in their price point, and it's their pick. We're no longer looking for a car or trying to find the car or struggling to get them on the right car. They go, what about this one? And I got to tell you, man, I've been doing this a long time. When a customer says, what about this one? It's a pretty good start right here. So let me do this, because I'm really fired up. So I'm going to ask you right now, have you talked to your owner? Have you talked to your general manager about why we do not have an FJ club? Are you serious? We don't have FJs anymore. They're all pre-owned. You want to sell an SUV on the weekend? Have about 13 to 15 FJ owners in the front of your dealership, all cars stripped away, have their personal cars parked out there, a big old barbecue truck, and a guy comes in, yeah, just looking for trucks and SUVs. You go, you might want to talk to those 13 guys out there with FJs. They're going to close them on a winch, on an upgrade, on a wheel package. They're the best closers in the world. But we're so dumb that we don't even have an FJ club. Yeah, KC, we can't get any Tacomas or Tundras. There's none. We're building at capacity right now. It's funny, I live in Texas. You can drive by the F-150s at a dealership in Texas, the F-150s, and you're still driving an hour later. You're in another county, in another zip code, and you're still driving by the FJs. Excuse me, F-150s, my bad. Still driving by the F-150s. Makes the story better if I don't mess up. Listen, I drive by a dealership that sells Toyotas. They got the Tundras all parked like this, so it looks like we have more than 3. So what do? I bring back the Tundras that I've sold over the last 2 years. I invite these guys back every 90 days or 6 months. I feed them, and we brag them up. And so here we are on a Thrust Saturday, and we got our Tundra Tacoma Club out there closing the customers. Hey, you know what? I really don't have but 3 Tundras in stock, but here's 25 out there that we've sold over the last year. So you can get an idea of how you want to upgrade your truck. That's crazy now. Now we're selling accessories. You're making a little bit of money on the Tundra because customers shop you to death, and now you sell a wheel package and a lift kit or whatever. And it doesn't go down the road at the aftermarket shop. Look, I can't tell you everything that I've ever tried in a store or everything that I can create in my mind. But why wouldn't you have a boat dealer drop a boat off on the weekend? Why wouldn't you put a banner down on the wheels of the boat and say, yes, it'll tow this because it towed the space shuttle? Why wouldn't you have the cans, the big speakers in the boat, playing the music? I'm going to tell you something right now. The theme this year is the bigger you make it, the bigger it is. I am telling you right now, when you put a balloon on a car, you don't make it bigger. When you put was, is on the mirror, is lower. It's low. At least try it this way. Go was, is, and make the is higher. So the customer goes, did you get this backwards? No, sir. No, we're trying to make a living. So why don't you be creative? You are the most creative people I've ever met in my life. I get to choose who I spend my weeks with. And I spend my weeks with you because you motivate me. Man, I've been doing this for a long time, and every time I'm around you, there is a few of you people that make me realize why I'm in the car business. So let's get back on top of this and use our creativity. If the customer gets fired up, they're going to buy a car. I'm going to end with this, and I want you to listen carefully. You have never fired somebody up when they say no. They have never left your dealership and run down the highway and went, whoa, didn't get one? I get to start again somewhere else. Never happened. The only time you can fire somebody up is if you sell them a car. So do me a favor, sell them all. KC next, PK52, the second phase of Marketing Saturday Morning Meeting.